With a release date for Redfall finally set in stone, May 2nd, 2023, we now have a concrete idea of when we'll be able to play Arcane's next ambitious title. At the same time the release date was announced for Redfall though, pre-orders for the game also went live with some very interesting nuggets of info sprinkled in, namely the fact that the game will be receiving 2 brand new DLC characters after launch. Arcane have never been this forthcoming with their plans for DLC in the past, and the pre-order and deluxe edition bonuses for the game are also very unique compared to their previous offerings. So let's talk about it a bit, shall we? First off, let's talk pre-orders for Redfall. There are 2 editions of the game that you're able to purchase as of now, the Standard Edition and the Bite Back Edition. If you pre-order the Standard Edition of Redfall, you'll receive 3 different items as part of the Vampire Hunting Pack. Those items are as follows: the Grimtide Shotgun, which is an early game weapon with a really cool nautical theme to it, with barnacles coating the weapon and a harpoon stake attachment, which reminds me a lot of Davy Jones and the Flying Dutchman from Pirates of the Caribbean. The Polar Vortex multi-weapon skin, which has this cool blue snow camo, and it can be applied seemingly to any weapon you have equipped. And finally, the Blood Ravager stake weapon attachment, which honestly looks incredibly cool, and it seems to echo the designs we've seen in a lot of the gameplay trailers for Redfall, which is the red crystalline aesthetic in the psychic vampire nests. For just the standard edition of the game, these pre-order bonuses don't look too shabby. Now, if you pre-order or purchase the Bite Back Deluxe edition of Redfall, you'll receive the aforementioned Vampire Hunter Pack in addition to even more bonuses. In the Bite Back edition, you receive the custom throwback outfits, which are some really cool cosmetic customization options for each of the 4 playable characters. Devinder's Northern Expedition outfit, the War Clothes outfit for Layla, the Eyes in the Dark outfit for Jacob, and the Engineer Volunteer outfit for Remy. All of these outfits match up well with the characters and what we know so far about their backstories and personality, which is a nice touch. You also get access to the Laser Beam multi-weapon skin, which can be applied to many different weapons similar to the Polar Vortex skin that I mentioned earlier, as well as the Tactical Knife stake attachment, which admittedly doesn't look quite as cool as the Blood Ravager stake, but still cool nonetheless. Now for what is, in my opinion, the most important bonus you'll be receiving when purchasing the Bite Back edition, which is the Redfall Hero Pass, that gives you access to 2 brand new playable characters that will be released sometime after Redfall's initial release. The 4 playable characters that are launching with Redfall have already displayed plenty of different options for skill customization and moment-to-moment gameplay opportunities, so there will be no shortage of variety at launch, but the idea that Arcane will be adding to the pool of playable characters in the future is a mouth-watering concept. Now, we don't know anything about these 2 new characters yet, and we shouldn't expect to learn anything until after Redfall releases, but it's still fun to speculate about them and think about how they might fit into the established sandbox with their unique skills and attributes. The only thing I can sort of glean just from looking at this image is that one character will be female and the other will be male, but as to what their particular abilities and skill sets will contain, who's to say at this point? But we can still start speculating regardless. As a side note, does this give anybody else flashbacks to Borderlands 2 when Gearbox released 2 additional characters as post-release content? I know it reminds me of that, but it also further reinforces the Borderlands comparisons that many people have made with regards to Redfall. This video was kind of designed to be more informative than anything else, and it was really meant to just kind of educate people and let those who may be interested in purchasing or pre-ordering Redfall know exactly what they're getting themselves into in regards to bonus items and also access to future DLC. I won't be the one to tell you how you should or should not spend your money, but also keep in mind that if you have access to Xbox Game Pass, Redfall will be available day 1 on the service, and if you play through Game Pass, you'll receive access to the standard edition of the game as well as the Vampire Hunter pack of bonus items. But upgrading to the Bite Back edition of Redfall will set you back a particular sum if you upgrade through Xbox Game Pass. So that's pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about in this video, but now I want to know what you have to say about all of this in the comments down below. Are you going to be pre-ordering or purchasing Redfall? Do these bonus incentives compel you to spend your money on the game? Will you be trying Redfall on Game Pass and avoiding spending money on it entirely? Let's discuss all of it. I'm really curious to see what everybody has to say about this. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative or helpful in any way, please leave a like on the video and share it around with other members of the Bethesda and Arcane Outsiders community. It really helps the channel to grow and get noticed. Consider subscribing to the channel for even more Redfall and Arcane Studios content in the future, and be sure to hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And remember that the Outsider walks among us. Thanks for watching, everyone.